Good morning, JD Niger Word of Truth channel. Bible teaching with Jeff Deloach. Heavenly Father, we want to know where we're at and what's going on, because this place is getting creepy. This place is getting creepy as fuck. We love you, we praise you, we trust you to save us. We're ready to fight. We're ready to fight these devils. Give us the power to fight. Thank you for protecting us. Amen. So we've been talking about the little season. 2 channels I've been referencing, Jason Jack and Jason Jack, Jason, Jason Jack, Jack in the Box, Jack, and Leaving Babylon. They talk about us being in Satan's little season. Revelation 20. Chapter 3, and he cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up and set a seal on him that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that he must be loosed a little season. Can you imagine how pissed off to know that if you were Satan and you were controlling this whole shithole, you were just running rampant, doing all kinds of wickedness and just destroying people's souls and just loving it. And then Jesus comes back and goes, dude, you need to take a rest, bro. Put a seal on him and locked him up. And then he sees Jesus sitting in his kingdom, because this shithole was given to him. Right? Pretty sure that this is his. He's the prince of the power of the air, and so whenever we're here, the tree of good and evil, the curse is on us. And we've been fighting with him ever since. But then Jesus comes and goes, dude, take a rest. And Jesus comes and there's no more lying. There's no more stealing. No one needs to steal, because we probably had everything we wanted. Free energy. Food was growing like crazy everywhere. Things were just whack. When I was a little boy in California, bro, darling, the fruit trees, we had rows and rows and rows. They call it Orange County because there was so much fruit. Orange trees, lemon trees, limes, and then everyone had pomegranates. There was grapevines, there was avocados, there was carrots coming out of the ground everywhere. We used to have carrots, just wild carrots coming up out of the ground. Celery, beans. When Jesus, during the millennial reign, free energy, they'd put those towers up, those spires, and they'd have a some kind of material, whatever metal they used, to bring energy out of the ether, out of the air. These cathedrals, these huge cathedrals, open air, they would stay perfect temperature all the time. People had fireplaces that didn't need fire. It was electric grid, an energy grid that went to a spire. And the energy would hit that spire and come down and heat these metal grids and keep the space perfect temperature. You didn't get too hot or too cold. It was perfect. Everything was perfect. They also have evidence of, I don't know if you've ever seen this. These are the things that I've been studying for years and years and years. I'm glad these people are bringing these things up, because now it's like, okay, my mind can grasp it a little bit. I can get it. They used to have, in some of these big cities, on the sidewalks, they had these little square glass coverings. It was little squares all put together. There'd be a whole panel of these glass little pieces of glass, and they were all put together like a puzzle, but it was a grid, and it would run along the sidewalk, and the light would come up out of the grid somehow, without wires, without electricity. Amazing shit. That it's like, if we knew, if we wouldn't have lost our history, if Satan wouldn't have hid all this shit from us, there's just enough. They couldn't hide everything. And they're like, who cares if JD Nyjah and 500,000 people know about this? They can't do anything about it. It's done. It's over. Fuck them. So they took out, they still have them. Some cities still have them. San Francisco was big on that. They had a lot of it. New York had a lot of it. Louisiana had a lot of it. These underground light system. Where'd the light come from? It was the light of the Lord. See, I've studied a lot of this stuff already, and I've kind of moved into, we need to talk about what it means to be us. What's it mean to be us? That's the creepy part. We don't even know who we are. A lot of really good saints are doubting themselves. That's part of why I come at you the way I do. It's like, I don't have no doubt. I have no doubt whatsoever that which side I'm on. I'm turning 64 tomorrow. And I've paid attention, and I know who I am. I'm a very tender-hearted, sweet, loving, smart, giving person. I'm just am. That's just the way I am. I'm not mean. I'm not a liar. If you can lie, if you can just lie, if you like to lie, you're fucked. You're a demon. That's one of the biggest things that we're seeing. Why do you think narcissism is such a big thing right now? Because we're seeing it now. It used to be these people used to get away with it like nothing. We just thought they were weird, or they had a quirk, or they had character flaws. No, man, these are fucking devils. What's the Bible say? You're like your father. He was a liar from the beginning, and you're just like him. You know nothing but lies. So let me read. It says, blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. On such the second death has no power. I'm not going to push my cards in on that one. I'm not worried about that. The second death is for these devils. They came back to life just to torture us and make themselves manifest. They're manifesting themselves by the way they are. So when we see these narcissists and these demon elite thieves, these power-hungry fucking congressmen and senators and there's a big fight right now going on at high levels. They're killing each other. If I went to be governor, somehow all the good people went, that J.D. Naja, he's kind of weird, but I trust him. Let's elect him. Man, those devils would put me through hell. That's what DJT is doing right now. He's punishing anyone who's telling the truth. He doesn't want the truth to come out. That's why they're hiding the Epstein files. These devils, they were doing these things to these women as a sacrifice. They were getting energy from that. And they're still getting energy from it because they're hiding it and they're getting away with it. They're loving it. They're behind the scenes going, they'll never know. They'll never know. I'm going to go fuck an 18-year-old tonight or 8-year-old or whatever they do. I don't know what these fuckers. Sorry. I see how they are, man. They're fucking wicked. Blessed and holy is he that has part in the first resurrection. On such the second death has no power. But they shall be priests of God and of Christ. There's my baby. I'm going to leave it alone. I need to think about it myself. And they shall be priests of God and of Christ and shall reign with him 1,000 years. Maybe the millennial saints never died. And they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and they shall reign with him 1,000 years. Some of us might have been. Some of us might have lived 1,000 years with Christ. We went all the way through with him. That's what it sounds like. and shall reign with him 1,000 years. So, would I know? Would you know if we were actually with Christ for 1,000 years, building these cathedrals and these awesome structures and learning how to bring the light from here to there and how to flying. Maybe that's why we have flying dreams. Because we're flying around. You ever think of that? Why do you have flying dreams? Because you used to be able to fly. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. These devils think that just because this is Satan's little kingdom here, they're doing everything they can to get the resources, the lithium, everything they need for the data centers. They're going to try and put us in prison. That's why DJT is trying to put everyone in prison. That's how I see it. He's like, put me in prison? Fuck you. I'm going to put all you fuckers in prison. Right? These are the things that I try not to talk about because it's kind of scary. I've been seeing it in Huntington Beach. They've already put up the UN signage, United Nations. Oh yeah, they're ready in HB. This whole parking lot right here is going to be full of. Look at how this is. I can't even explain to you how much open space along the coast is right here in Huntington Beach. When these fuckers bring in their tanks and their fucking, whatever you call them, the VRAPs and the amphibious vehicles, they're just going to come right up over the beach right here and fucking, they're here. We're here. And then they're going to set up there's Bolsa Chica is about 6 open miles of beach and parking lot. And then you have City Beach. They can come right up there too. That's another 5 miles. 4. And then you have State Beach after that. That's another 6. So you have about 14 miles of open beach right here, like with parking. Anyhow, and they went up on the breadth of the earth, encompassed the camp of the saints about in the beloved city, and fire came down from God out of heaven and devoured them. Could AI Atlas, could that be the Could that be the chariots of God? Maybe that's why they're so busy. They're like, man, we got to do something gnarly quick. The angels are coming to save us. And then there's going to be a rapture, all right? All these fuckers are going to burn up. All these rapture reprobates. They think they're going to just get out of here. Nah, I'm going to rapture out of here. Boom, they're gone, all right. But we see the little pile of ash. Well, they were here. I'm not buying what they're selling. I'm staying here. I'm staying here until the Lord does something with me, and I don't plan on going in a group until it becomes a group. I'm worried about my relationship with him first, and then we'll go from there. But I'm not going to leave anyone here either. I'm not like, oh, okay, well, see you guys. Good luck. I'll tell the Lord, I'm staying with, aren't some of these people my people? That's what Abraham did, right? Before they destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham said, you can't destroy it. What if there's 20 of our people in there? And the Lord said, all right, I won't destroy it if there's 20. Well, what if there's only 10? Will you destroy it? No, you're right. I won't destroy it if there's 10 of our people there. This is how we're supposed to think. Now, I'm going to rapture out of here and leave you niggas behind. That's bullshit, man. That's devil shit. You saw Gigi, Blue Heaven? You seen that? You seen the picture of that witch? These devils are everywhere, people. Don't do it. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone. There's going to be a place for these fuckers where the beast and the false prophet are and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. What's going to torment these devils? What's tormenting them right now? Us. They hate us. You know what's weird? We have a hard time even hating them. We're like, well, maybe they could do better. Maybe they can be fixed. That's our God heart, having hope and faith for these knuckleheads. I was thinking about surfing today. I brought my board, but the weather, I'm a fair weather surfer now. And I saw a great white throne and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heavens fled away, and there was found no place for them. No place? No place? I have a hard time believing that. I have a feeling there's going to be a place for them. No good place. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before God, and the books were opened. And another book was opened, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books according to their works. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them. See, when it talks about the dead, it's probably both. It's the saints and the demons. There's dead saints. There's saints that are waiting to be. That's why they're under the throne, right? I saw them under the throne saying, when is this shit going to end? JD Nice, word of truth. I'll do one more. We just did this the other day, but being that you guys like it, I like it. I'll be back. We'll talk about it a little bit more. I love you guys. I'm out.